Hello everybody, good afternoon, Rose Thorn here. Today I'm reacting to Foodie Beauty's live stream called Nadar and Doodoo Final React. And this is courtesy of the channel called Just Saying. This was something that happened yesterday. I was out of the house all day yesterday, so I couldn't capture it right then and there, but I'm trying to play catch up today. So in the Nadar and Doodoo Final React, she puts on a live stream from Nadar and she's reacting to it and she's got some things to say. So while she's got things to say, I've got things to say. So let me just go ahead and share the screen so you guys can see what we're working with today. And there's Miss Foodie. So let me just blow this up full screen so you guys can see what's going on here with the chat. So let's get to, shall we?
Explain my side of things once and for all, and that's all I'm gonna do. And if nobody gets it, nobody fucking believes me, because I get the feeling like he really wants to try to ruin, like just lie and ruin me that way. Like try to lie, you know what I mean? Try to play the victim now. So we're gonna actually just show him why that's not the case and remind him that he's actually responsible for his own fucking actions. And let's find this out here. All right, so hi everybody. I'm not subscribed to him, so let's look him up as usual. I just want to say too, Nader, if you think that you're going to badmouth me on your other channels, I'd be careful about that if you want to keep them. And if you think people are going to watch your boring new supply girlfriend.
Yeah, that's something I can't figure out, Foodie. This man that you claim over and over again that has been abusive to you in real life, this man that you claim SA'd you and DV'd you, you're not going after his channel the way that you could. I mean, you boast over and over again about being an Aries, and you're boasting about that because, as you said, Aries people are vengeful and wrathful. Why aren't you going after that channel? Why aren't you going after him? Why are you so hell-bent on the reaction channels? And none of us have hurt you in real life. We haven't abused you. Nobody on the reaction side has SA'd you or DV'd you, but he has. And yet you're on this crusade to go after all the reaction channels. And yet, every time you do a community post or a video where you're trash talking Nader and Didi, you get rid of it. And it would seem like you do that because you want to vent and you want the views, but you don't want to leave it up so that his channel isn't negatively affected. It looks like you're protecting him. So again, this person that you claim is abusive or has been abusive to you in more than one way, why are you working so hard to promote them and protect them? And yes, you are promoting him every single time you talk about him, because I'm sure you're aware that whenever you talk about him, that's going to generate interest for his channel. So if you really hate this guy, if you can't stand him, the best thing you can do is not talk about him. Because every time you do, that's more attention for the Nader El Shami channel. But this level of hatred that you have for the reaction channels, why don't you have it for his channel and go to YouTube and get rid of it? Unless all this bullshit on YouTube is just that, it's bullshit. You really don't have a problem with him. You just play act in front of the camera for the sake of views and money.
You'll have a rude awakening, because you still seem to think that the reason you have an audience is because of your cooking, and what you fail to continue to understand is that I gave you everything you have today. And you say that I'm the one person. He says I'm the one person, the worst person ever in his life that he ever met. But
yeah, you know what? I will agree with you, Foodie. You did give him his audience. You made his channel. So why haven't you taken it all away? You gave it to him, but you have yet to take it away. Why not? You made the channel. You have administrative privileges, obviously, so why not take it away? You could, but you haven't.
I did the most for you. You're full of shit. Watch this. Let's see this fucking loser. All right. Every time you talk about me, I'm gonna react to. Well, no, this is the last react. So let's get it all out. Gonna cook something stupid. Make people wait forever.
Which is something you taught him how to do. He learned that from you, Foodie. He learned how to drag out a live stream to be as long as possible for the Google AdSense money. You both run up the meter unnecessarily, and you do it with a purpose. You do it for the purpose of getting the live stream as long as possible for more ads. That's why you do what you do on your channel. That's why he does what he does on his channel. He'll sit there and take 4 hours to cook something. It doesn't take 4 hours to cook anything. But you on your channel, putting your makeup on, eating the food, anything to run up the meter.
Yes. It's gonna be good.
Excuse me.
We're gonna build this joint and
Can you guys hear that?
go.
This is gonna be torture. Can you guys hear that? I'm gonna stay calm, Karen. I'm gonna stay calm.
She's trying
Okay,
not to
so
smile right
you guys
now.
can hear what he's saying? Sadly. Okay. Yeah.
Like a bigger.
You like them big? Is that a jab at me? I'm not gonna watch the chat though. How do I speed it up? Why is he? Oh, yeah.
What am I watching?
Cotton the longest way. I what?
What am I watching? First of all, what am I watching?
I don't know what you watch me.
Hello, Nadar. I received a clean hello.
You see already.
He talks about me through the whole video though.
We're gonna cut them. What's that?
He doesn't understand the color.
Oh, oh, this is double. No bigger than that.
Okay, Nader, you look stupid. Honestly, fat shaming somebody that you fucked for a year, several times a day. But okay. And
Right.
you're literally sleeping beside a polar bear. But okay.
Fried chicken and French fries.
Fried chicken and French fries that you don't even eat. Do you know, Dee Dee, that your voice is like nails on a chalkboard for people watching? And you're gonna create a channel? Okay, good luck.
And we're gonna marinate the chicken.
Well, you don't exactly have an ASMR voice either, Foodie. I'm just saying.
She can build herself to that. You can. You can't.
Saying, comparing myself to what, Dee Dee, I guess?
Just remind me, I'll see what I
It is too sexy for that child.
The first person here.
Yeah, well,
He doesn't even say that with any, you don't even believe, did you, listen to the way he's, oh no, did you hear the way he said that? Dee Dee's too sexy for the chat. No, he didn't even believe that himself when he said that, the way he, this is how he compliments people, he doesn't know how.
Be diligent.
if you're looking for fart, go to the hospital.
And yes,
If you're looking for fart, go to, yeah, I will fart on you, don't worry about it.
Thanks a lot for the message.
You deserve 1,000 cup of farts, pal. After eating your lentil soup.
Here's the chicken.
What are you talking about my farts for? You don't remember your farts after your lentil soup all night? Fucking gross.
What do you know?
Okay, I'm not watching the cooking, so where's the shit?
but in a much more mature manner.
You're much more mature? How are you much more mature?
Something that she does not know. Look it up in the dictionary.
Okay, let's look up mature in the dictionary.
You wouldn't be there. You definitely are not there for the definition of mature, Foodie.
The definition of maturity. So bad reaction. The state fact or being of mature. What the fuck? That's not a definition. That's not a definition. That's like okay, why? What? Okay. I know, but I'm getting money in my pocket right now too, Lindsay. Okay, maturity is having self-respect, Dee Dee, something you obviously don't have, and not swearing on your mother's life, and lying to people at your age and gas.
And you've done all of that, Foodie. You've done all of that too.
Gaslighting. No, that's not maturity.
Chantal say, do you think what you do that is content?
Yeah,
What
you
I
think
do
it's
is
content?
It's not.
Watch it, boil.
Yeah,
Watch it.
it's not coming from my mouth. That's
You boil what when I'm cooking and don't boil what you need to fight and eat. You eat and fight, this is content. And when I'm cooking, not content.
you should know that what I do is content, and it paid your bills for a while, so you should shut the fuck up about it.
And it's still paying his bills. This whole thing between Nadar and Chantal, this is a game that they're playing with the YouTube audience. It's just a game, y'all. This is a very profitable game for both parties involved. They refuse to stop talking about each other because it's too profitable to keep the conversation going. Because if they stop talking about each other, what else could they talk about? What else could they make money off of? I mean, there's a variety of things that Foodie could talk about to make money, but she's too lazy to try to find other things to speak about. So she sticks to the same things: food, Natter, more Natter, Dee Dee, the DV, the essay, everything she talks about is a profitable subject for her. She sticks to what she knows. And Natter talks about her, she talks about him. Because of that, they can bounce the attention back and forth between both channels, and both channels can make money.
But if you brain work that way, no answer.
No answer.
No answer. It's cooking, not content. Cooking shit on flat and web all day.
Listen, it's the problem is not that your cooking is not content. Your cooking is not good enough content. You don't have a personality, okay?
Neither do you.
You don't get it. People are not watching me for farts and eating.
Oh, yes, they are. That's where you're wrong. They are watching you for the farts and the eating. You cater to the feeder fetish crowd, Foodie. A lot of the things you do, you're catering to the feeders, and you know that. And that's exactly why you do those things. You cater to the feeder fetish people because they send you money through your channel and off your channel through PayPal. In the past, you've confessed that your feeders have bought you meals. Remember the paneer fairy? That was one of your feeders paying for the paneer. And I suspect that because of that person paying you for a feeder request, that's why you ate paneer for what, a week or 2 weeks? And other feeders have bought you clothes and they made other requests for certain meals that you were eating. You're catering to the feeders for profit. Those people that are the feeders, some of those like for you to wear too tight clothes. That's part of the feeder fetish. Then you've got that other subset of that fetish, the immobilizers. They like to see that you're having trouble with the simplest task, like walking up the stairs or doing household chores. That might be the reason why your house stays sloppy and messy all the time, because it kind of caters to those fetish people. A lot of the things you do are fetish related, and you can parlay that into profit by catering to those different groups all at once. You don't want a regular bunch of people on YouTube as your viewers. You're trying to attract all of the fetish people, because fetish people sometimes do pay good money. They might send the big super chats. They might send you money through PayPal. You're catering to a lot of different fetish groups. The feeders, the immobilizers, the gainers, the people that are into sloppy, disgusting houses, the people who are into burping and farting and flashing. You're catering to all those people, Foodie. All of them.
You're watching me for my personality.
Your
alright? You get
personality
it?
sucks.
And you are not engaging. You and Dee Dee have the personality of a fucking wafer cracker that you eat at church on a Sunday. You just have nothing, and your cooking is honestly mediocre to the point that there's so much competition on YouTube that without me introducing you, even by talking shit about you, well, you really wouldn't have anything. So
You're right. He wouldn't have anything. He wouldn't be on YouTube if you did not bring him here. And you shouldn't have brought him here in the first place. Given what you know about him and what he's done to you, you shouldn't have brought him here. And once you figured out who he was and what he did, you should have done what you want to do now to the reaction channels and gone after his channel and gotten rid of it, but you never have. And anytime you do a live stream or a community post where you talk shit about him, you get rid of it. So it's pretty obvious that whatever is going on off camera, you're protecting him. You are protecting him, Foodie. You don't even let the live streams that you do about him stay up for an entire day or 2 days. You get rid of them. That points in the direction that all of this stuff on YouTube, it's just play acting. Because if you were serious, if you were honest about the hatred you have for this man, the abuse you talk about, you would be working 24/7 to get him off YouTube. Or you would do live streams to pull people off that channel, and you're not. It's just you and Nadar playing this stupid game with YouTube for the sake of profit. You say one thing on camera, you act another way off camera.
sorry, I'm not.
Guy was
I'm looking intermediate at the. And what do you have? Okay, what do you have against the fart guy? He's funny. You have no sense of humor. You can't laugh at yourself. You can't laugh at anything.
nuclear there. Nuclear weapons. So you need
Whatever you like.
what will you go?
Whatever. My farts didn't bother you. Why am I trying to convince someone of my fart? I'm so bad at reactions.
You are. You suck at it.
Hi. Hi, Dizzy.
Yes, please, because I will not read your comments. I would like to read strangers one day every minute I talk. Or every minute we talk.
That's my impression of Nadar.
Thank you. Maureen,
What the fuck is wrong with Maureen? Jesus. Smells like fart because of all the pumpkin. Chantal thinks you're boring. You are. You don't.
you have content, just believe. You have content. And everybody can. I have content on
You
it.
know what blows my mind, y'all? We are talking about 3 adult people here. Chantal, Nadar, and Dee Dee. They've got stuff to say to each other, but yet they don't say it to each other on the phone like normal people do. If you got a problem with somebody, why not talk to them on the phone and settle it that way? They talk to each other through their live streams, which is ridiculous. They can do it on the phone privately. This whole thing between Nadar, Dee Dee, and Chantal, it's a private affair. We don't have to be involved. And honestly, we shouldn't be involved. But they're involving the audience for the sake of taking all this drama and making money. They could act like adults and handle things in a private way, and they don't. They insist on exposing everyone to this bullshit. And it's tiresome. It's so tiresome.
And everybody can cook. Yes, I can. Anyone can look up a fucking recipe.
Cheers, Buffalo.
Cheers, buffalo. Camel. Okay, camel. Or how about, what does he look like? Broccoli green. I'm not even listening to you, Dee Dee. You're so muted in background. Dee Dee in the background as usual in this entire fucking relationship. Background Dee Dee, backdrop Dee Dee. Is anyone even listening to her at this point?
Obviously,
and again,
you
think
are.
You're gonna make a channel and people are gonna listen to you.
That's why.
Comb over queen of Lachine. You look like Donald Trump. And where is she a better woman than me? Okay. Because she doesn't say no to you. That's the only thing you care about. You don't even care about.
Oh, that's in the video. It's not me.
Okay, Dee Dee. Dee Dee. You watched me for 2 years, all right?
Yes.
Apparently. You fucking lied to me from the beginning. From the beginning. Inserted yourself in this relationship from the beginning. Lied and manipulated me with fucking Nadar from the beginning. And you still don't know why I would be nasty to you?
And here's a fact you cannot avoid, Chantal. If you had not brought Nadar onto YouTube and created a channel for him, there would be no Dee Dee, would there? Dee Dee only came to know of Nadar because of YouTube. So if you had not gone out of your way to create a channel for Nadar and let Nadar have contact with other women, there would be no Dee Dee in the picture. You did that. You brought him here. You did it because you wanted to expose him on YouTube and have a second channel and maybe make a couples channel out of that. But because of that, Dee Dee came to know of Nadar and get in touch with Nadar, and here we are.
And you're fucking dumb, and I don't know what to tell you. You need help. I hope C.H. Robinson has a psychiatrist in me.
That's what he is, there's no right.
No, she must
He's
be
gonna turn the camera off.
His mouth is like the 90s, almost the
Prettiest YouTuber?
Yeah,
Prettiest YouTuber.
yeah.
Yeah.
She's broke up with me because
Yeah.
she left me.
Actually,
She's always
first thing you said to me when I met you, you have one of the prettiest faces I've ever seen. Okay, lies.
Of course he's going to tell you that. You were probably over there bragging about how much money you were making on YouTube. He's going to tell you anything and everything you want to hear to get a hold of that money. He's a scammer. He's a grifter. He's going to tell you anything and everything he could think of to make you happy, to make you spoil him that much more, Foodie. Now, if the money had not been involved and he said those things to you and you weren't taking care of him and you weren't paying his rent and weren't paying his bills and he's giving you a compliment where money is not being exchanged, then I would say yes, he's being genuine. But you were funding him, you were paying for everything, so of course he's going to layer on the compliments, because the more he does that, the more money you give him.
As everything else.
This
This is my favorite part. Now I know. Now I get it. Now I get why he talked to me on video. It makes sense. Ah, listen to this.
You understand? I love you.
I love you. Listen.
Doesn't mean you say it, that's what happened. Say it every time when you say it, people say you're lying. You see the message? I will pay Uber.
Okay, Uber, yeah.
I'm sorry. Sorry.
So now I get what he did. This is an example of his manipulation. So you know when I went to Hotel St. Thomas, the last time I reached out to him with the whole fucking care package and I missed him and wanted to fuck him and all that shit. Well, and this was before the SBL videos came out. And I was really fucking horny, so my bad. Okay, moment of weakness. But now I know why he didn't answer me in text messages. He only answered the phone and we talked on the phone call. You saw the fucking several minutes phone calls that were because he wanted to make it look like he had the control here. I was the
I gotta stop Foodie right here for a second. She goes on and on and on about the abuse. She says she's got PTSD from the abuse. She's claimed that he essayed her and he DV'd her multiple times. And the last time we know about that she tried to meet up with him was at that very expensive hotel room. So as far as the Sam's Bar Lounge videos, Foodie, before that even was a thing, you allegedly got essayed and DV'd by this person. And you running back with a care package, trying to tempt him away from Dee Dee, that was something that happened more than once. More than once. But you're over here saying, oh, I had a moment of weakness and I was horny. And that's why I ran back with the care package. Do you understand why someone like me that's been through SA and DV is looking at you the way that I'm looking at you right now? You claim all this abuse happened, so much so that it traumatized you. And yet you kept running back. And you were actually horny for this person and getting a care package together, a care package for an abuser. Really now. And wanting to sneak off to hotel rooms to be with that person. You know, when it comes to SA and DV, whoever did something to you, you generally want to avoid contact, all contact with that person. And you're in fear of that person hurting you again. You had no fear around Nadar, absolutely none. Even now, reacting to him, reacting to this live stream, no fear of retribution, no fear of consequence. Most people that go through DV SA situations, they want to avoid contact. They do not want to see the person responsible. They don't want to hear their voice. They want nothing to do with that person. And yet you keep going back. You keep watching him. You keep talking about him. Do you understand how weird that looks? Even after these incidents that you name, you had a threesome with him and Dee Dee. More than once. You know, I've listened to your story for over a year and it just doesn't add up. You know, it just does not add up. The things you say don't add up. You put the words out, but then your actions contradict your words. Do you understand? Like they contradict your words. They contradict your claims. From everything I've seen, my opinion, I don't think anything happened. As far as DV and SA, do I think that Nadar has a temper? Yes, but I also think that you have a temper. I think you both have anger problems. And you confessed that you are abusive as well. So I believe if there was abuse, it went both ways. But you won't own your part of that. You won't own the abuse that you're guilty of, that you even heap upon your VIPs. You're verbally abusive to them, but let's not own that. Let's paint this picture of Nadar as being the bad guy, and I'm the victim. You're not a victim, Foodie. You're not a victim of circumstance. Every occasion where you were spending time around Nadar, you made the choice to spend time around him. You made the choice to spend money on him. And you even wanted to get an apartment for the two of you. You talked about moving out with him twice. Twice. So again, was that person really abusive? Or was it just the narrative you tried to put on YouTube to make money?
the one reaching out to him only, and he was making me look crazy. But he's not smart enough to realize that you can see that we talked for several minutes on the phone. Yes, we did. And while you weren't in any physical condition that night, I'm pretty sure I woke him up. You were taking your medication, blah, blah, blah. You were ready for bed, and you had Dee Dee there. So you had no real rush. And I mean, what would you tell Dee Dee? What would you tell Dee Dee? I'm going to see Chantel. You don't have that freedom. You don't have that freedom. You never had that freedom. You are a slave to whatever woman you're using at the moment. And
That's what you like to think. Oh, he's a slave to whatever woman he's around. That's where you're getting it messed up. He's not a slave. You're just telling yourself that to give yourself the impression on the inside that you're in control. You tell yourself you're a boss bitch. Boss bitches don't deal with crackheads. They don't pay for crackheads. Boss bitches don't let crackheads move into their house. You're not the boss bitch you think you are, Chantal. Because if you were, A, you wouldn't have gotten involved with him. B, you wouldn't have paid for him. C, you'd stop talking about him. You would turn completely away from this man and not speak of him again, knowing that if you did, his channel is going to die on the vine without your attention. You like to think that you're in control, but here's the real truth. Nadar is the puppet master, and he's getting all the benefit of you and Dee Dee. He's got Dee Dee to buy the groceries and to pay the rent, and he gets to live in her house rent-free. Then he's got you, the cash cow, on the side that he can milk for cash and get whatever he can out of you. He's getting all the benefits, all of it. And what are you two idiots getting out of it? Nothing. You're both fighting over a crackhead. Let that sink in. You're fighting over a crackhead. Insane.
And actually, it's quite pathetic. And like, so if that's your idea of you dumping me, because actually during those phone calls, we left it that I was going to contact you the next day, and you were like, yes, that's better. So no, we all know that you are full of shit. And I actually dropped you off at Dee Dee's after you treated me like crap again and had me stressing apartments for us. And you went online after and denied me and fucking acted like I was shit after everything.
Quick question to anybody out there. Anybody's ever been abused or hurt by another person, would you ever think of getting an apartment with that person? Would you ever think of living with them? If they put you through some shit, would you ever, in your wildest imagination, say to yourself, this is the person I want to live with? Let's go get an apartment. Let's set up housekeeping together. No, I don't think you would. So she's claimed that he's DV and SA'd her. He's hurt her. He's been abusive, blah, blah, blah. But yet this is the person she wanted to move in with. She wanted to move in with him. Okay, Chantal.
I did for you. So no, I dumped you. I told those apartments, no, no. So no, that's me leaving you.
To be honest with you, as far as them getting an apartment, just a theory. Chantal does not have good credit. She's got a bankruptcy on her record. The villa where she's staying at right now, her name isn't even on the lease. Pete's name is on the lease. So yes, she does have her YouTube money. That's true. She makes quite a bit, but she also spends quite a bit. But in some cases where you want to get an apartment, if you don't have good credit, which she doesn't, that means you have to pay a lot more money just to get the place. I feel either A, she didn't have enough money to move in somewhere, or B, she wanted to spend more time around Nadar, knew she couldn't get a place, maybe teased him with the idea of getting a place so that he would spend more time around her temporarily. And then once he figured it out that there was no possible way to get a place, he blew up at her. Like she knew going into it that she could not get an apartment, but she wanted extra time away with him. And once he figured it out, he got pissed off.
I love
I'm in love with Dee Dee. Why are you laughing so long after you say it? Look at how long he's laughing. That's a good 3 seconds of laughing after saying I'm in love with Dee Dee. So you're in love with Dee Dee is a joke. That's the only time I've ever heard you laugh so hard, actually.
Stella. That's been going in.
What are you frying anyway? What is this?
I enjoy you here.
Thank you for having our daughter.
You're welcome.
Don't stop.
Chantal is jealous. Chantal is jealous. I'm jealous of what? I'm still waiting to know what I'm jealous of. What am I jealous of? I'm jealous of Dee Dee? Like, of what? The boring apartment versus my. I mean, yeah, I need to clean it sometimes, but no, I'm sorry. My place has a lot more character. It's a lot bigger. I have AC. Like, there's no comparison. It's not in fucking dump hole Lachine, number one, in a nice suburb. And it's mine. I pay my fucking rent. We take care of our own shit. I'm not a prisoner in my own home. So
Yeah, but you would be if you live with him. You've said yourself that you and Nader can't stand each other beyond 48 hours. And you were thinking about getting an apartment with him. So how would that work out? Even if Pete's were not in the picture, even if the cats weren't in the picture, and there were no obstacles between you and Nader, would it work out? No. You want to know why? Because you're both too much alike. You're both narcissists. You both want all the attention all of the time. Neither one of you would be okay with sharing the spotlight with the other. You're like oil and water. You both would butt heads constantly. And this is the person you wanted to get an apartment with. You wanted to ditch your cats and ditch Pete's to be with this dude. Even if you did, it would not work out, Chantal. It just wouldn't.
You say, I'm bored of people watching what's going
and I'm jealous of what? Like, honestly, you're stuck with this one man who abuses you and uses you and treats you like shit, and I'm like living the fucking life dating real men.
Nah, you're not dating real men. You're pretend dating. You're acting like you're so wanted by everybody. You over exaggerate, and that's how we know you're lying. Because you're over there trying to claim that you've got 4 or 5 guys lined up. Well, if you've got 4 or 5 guys lined up and they're better than Nader, why are you still focused on Nader? Make it make sense. I mean, if you've got guys chasing you, good for you. But I don't think anybody's chasing you. And that's why you're still focused on Nader. Because if you had a choice, why wouldn't you make the better choice? Why are you still stuck on him and obsessed with him? I mean, there's really nothing great to be obsessed over. I think you're obsessed with the idea of owning him. You have the entitled attitude of, I invested all this money in this dude and all this time, therefore he belongs to me. You can't own people, Chantal. No matter how much money you spend on someone or how much time you spend, you can't own people. You may feel entitled to him, but it doesn't mean you are entitled. You need to get over yourself.
like much more than you. Much more than you.
Like what? Staying in Dee Dee condo?
And go eat. And shit and burp in the children?
Yeah, it is. I shit, burp, and go get coffee and eat and talk to people and engage with people. And don't lie to them and gaslight them.
Bullshit.
I mean, but they can answer people who talk to us and put them on the spot.
And people can do that to you. That's the thing. People can do that to you too. People have seen you act a certain way and they're calling you out for it. I didn't like the way you treated me and I call you out for it. And because I'm not fucking kissing your feet like desperate, sad, pathetic Dee Dee, it's not okay with you. Well,
let's not forget you did kiss his feet, Chantal, and there's a picture out there to prove it. And girl, I saw the picture. You were enjoying every single second of it. You did not look the least bit disgusted to kiss his feet. You were totally enjoying that.
well, guess what? Women are not doormats. Wow.
I know what
You've actually met your match with me. You you
channel
All the people.
every minute. Bitch, bitch. What?
every minute, bitch, beep, 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 beep. Yeah, because I'm real. You're fake. You do all that behind the scenes, and that's what those videos showed. So next,
What's your problem with me?
insult other people. What's my problem with Dee Dee? What's my problem with Dee Dee? Oh my god.
That chat?
That doesn't even. Everybody knows. Objectively, I'm more attractive than Dee Dee. Sorry. And yes, beauty is in the eye of the beholder. But please spare me and gag me with a spoon. You literally performing sexual acts with you made me vomit and gave me.
Yeah, that's something else I think is weird. All the hatred that she has for Nader and for Dee Dee, and yet she was able to be intimate with both of them twice. That looks weird to me. I could never imagine having sex with somebody that I hated. Never mind somebody that's committed DV and SA on me. Being involved in a threesome situation like that, that blows my mind. All this hate, all this vitriol that she has for Nader and for Dee Dee, and she was able to have sex with them twice, at least twice. How is that even possible?
PTSD. Singing a song from 1971 as usual, Grandma Dee Dee.
No, somebody was asking him that all the warden was fake. She didn't play. What's wrong with you? I don't care about warden. Just a day of life is about my warden. Then you asking me, I don't care about warden.
What? No, it wasn't. When did I do a video about your warrant? What are you fucking talking about? Nice prison shorts. Those look like prison shorts. Okay, no singing, please. Thanks. Oh, thanks, G. Sorry, I haven't been playing it since. She flexes she has a mortgage and you don't. Okay. I don't want a mortgage. Like, why would I want a mortgage? I'm going to be traveling.
Traveling where? Where are you going?
Oh, goodbye, Vula. Shut the fuck up. I hate that. I hate them both equally, actually.
But she don't do the work. She didn't put the emails in the.
Hi, Lynn. Hi, everybody. Sorry, I've been like, I'm on a different, I delete people like that because they're obviously just trying to like shame me for having feelings about a certain way. Like, sorry, you would too. I'm sorry. If the man you were in love with was fucking someone, you would fucking hate her too. Especially she knew everything.
You know, just using this live stream as an example, I can't imagine hating someone or hating two people the way that Chantal claims she hates Dee Dee and Nader. And yet, look at the length of this live stream, 3.5 hours. So she hates Dee Dee and she hates Nader. But she devoted 3.5 hours to watching them and paying attention to what they were doing. I'm sorry, if you hate someone that much, would you give them 3.5 hours of your time?
She fucking knew, Lula, so go fucking defend her and eat shit. I'm not putting up with shit from anybody. I don't care how long you've been teasing, it doesn't matter. Because the minute you prove yourself not to be a loyal teaser and a shaming asshole, I will fucking block you. Thank you, Juicy. You're cuckoo. You're fucking insane. People saw how insane you are on video. So you're gonna say those videos are fake, that you just, people like took the time to rent a studio and create fake CGI? You had 195 people watching your crappy stream, by the way. So again, your content where you're frying French fries. People know how to make French fries and chicken drumsticks that you've made 1,000 times, which, by the way, you're going to have, Doodie's not getting any younger. You're going to have to start pureeing her food and feeding her side by side her fucking mother. And again, you want me to be jealous that you're with Dee?
Okay, Chantal, you're over there saying you don't want people to shame you. You don't want people fat shaming you, but look what you're doing right now. You're age shaming. So it's okay for you to age shame, but you don't want people to fat shame. So you don't want any kind of shame in your chat, but it's okay for you to age shame people. You're trying to use somebody being a bit older as a reason to shame. There's nothing wrong with being older. I'm 51 years old, Chantal. You're 38. And even though I'm a bit older than you, I would not trade places with you for all the money in the world. Your life is miserable. I can get out and do things you can't. I've got much better health than you. You've got more money, but I've got a much better quality life. Even despite all the YouTube money you're making, I still wouldn't trade places with you. Still wouldn't. I'm sure a lot of people feel that way. You're making all kinds of money on YouTube, but all you have is your money. You don't even have good health. You don't have any kind of inner or outer happiness. You are the definition of money doesn't buy happiness, because literally that's all you have. That's it. Without the money, you wouldn't have anything. You're broke everywhere else in your life except that.
Oh my God. Shoot her mouth off whenever she wants. Yeah, okay. Dipshit. Do you remember last year calling Messenger on a live stream and saying you love it the most? That's the moment all of your rights and my rights to talk about you commenced. So enjoy it. You loved it the most. Eat it with a side of raw chicken, bitch. Worse enemies. Wishing people dead. Well, maybe if you manipulate and fuck with people's feelings for a straight year, maybe they wouldn't hope that. And I admit it, I had a lot of fucking black hate in my heart for the two of you. Just being honest.
Obviously not that much, because you did a threesome with both of them twice.
That's it.
But you know what's fucking horrendous? Is what we all witnessed on those videos. You begging for your dad, him beating the fuck out of you, talking disgustingly, admitting, laughing about how you manipulated and lied to me. That's fucking horrendous, I'd say. You still lying for him? That's fucking horrendous, I'd say. Jealousy, again, please. The only people jealous here is you. You have nothing. You're obsessed. Obsessed.
No, one day she was, I think that
Without a doubt, if I was dealing with this, with my ex seeing all this going on, I'd probably have to be institutionalized.
Karma, yes, I think before. Actually,
I did
I did bad thing in my life. The karma was you.
I did bad thing in my life. The karma was you. No, honey, you haven't even gotten your karma yet. You know what? You are getting negative. You are getting bad karma for what you did to me. Watch.
Actually, you know what? As far as karma is concerned, I've said this before. I think Nadar and Chantal are each other's walking karma. I think they met each other and they underestimated each other. She looked at him and said to herself, here's a guy with not much money. And I like him. He'll be easy to control. I can get him under control the way I did Pete's. and he'll do whatever I want. And I think Nader looked at her and said to himself, this one's an easy mark. She's morbidly obese. She's got a bunch of money. This is going to be so easy to get the money out of her. And I'll be taken care of. And they both found out the hard way that they underestimated each other. He found out that she is a walking tsunami when she gets mad. And she found out the hard way she can't control him as easily as she would have hoped. And all this drama back and forth is a result of them just underestimating each other and playing games with one another to see who's the most in control and who can get the biggest gotcha moment. But Chantal is still, to this day, operating under the thought of, he is owed to me. I spent an entire year spending money on this man, buying him things, taking him places, creating a whole channel for him. He is owed to me. I paid for him. He's mine. And she's not going to let this go. Because she is not going to be that person to say, I played this game and I lost. And the best thing for me to do is to walk away and cut my losses. She would rather keep playing the game than to just step away from the poker table and say, I've lost. Her ego is too big for that. Huge. She will never say for an entire year, I got played, I lost, and that's it. And I'm just going to just leave this alone and start again. No, she'll keep playing as long as she needs to, because it doesn't matter what she loses in the meantime. She's determined to win. This is all a game to her. Whatever it takes, however long it takes, she's determined to win. She still wants Nader. She wants to be able to say, it was a long, hard fight, but this one is mine. Guess what, Chantal? He'll never be yours. You will never be able to lay claim to Nader. Even if Pete's weren't in the picture, the cats were in the picture, Dee Dee's not in the picture, he will never love you. He will never claim you. And if you came to him tomorrow and said, no more YouTube money, I'm broke, he would drop you in a heartbeat. The only worth you have to Nader is that paycheck that you get once a month. As long as you get that paycheck, you have some worth. But if you don't have that paycheck, you are worth nothing to this man, nothing at all. There's no sentimental value there. There's no feelings. You are just a walking, talking ATM to Nader.
Watch. And you know you're a piece of shit.
And now, the day I see
What
you,
did I do wrong to you? I ruined your reputation. The day I saw you, you were fucking controlling me. And you were fucking starting to be abusive. And all I did.
And you know what? I remember back in the day, Chantal, you were talking about Nader and saying, oh, he's so controlling. That's so masculine. You were turned on by it. You were turned on by the arrogant attitude. You were. You were totally turned on. To you, it was fascinating because for the first time in your life, you met someone that told you no. And you've been fascinated by that ever since and trying to control him to where he won't say no, but he'll always say no.
Was come online and vent my feelings. Because you wouldn't even want me to go to therapy. So who am I supposed to talk to? You? You are the most offensive. How can I come to you with my feelings? Oh, yeah, no. You're the problem. I need a fucking therapist because of you.
Then go get one and stop talking to us because we can't help you, but a therapist could.
this was some stuff that I do my life.
You know that you're just blaming everyone for your problems here. I'm going to point it out every time you do that, all right? Gaslighting, turning it around on me, already probably number 10, but whatever.
And you've done that too.
But now,
Hi, guys.
guys,
I'm not ignoring you. I'm seeing the...
having, but She's still talking.
In her head, she thinks that
How come you cheated me for 1 year on you? Don't tell you that 1 year was me, you idiot. I don't understand.
I'm gonna tell people you were with me 1 year because you were, and there's fucking video evidence of you and me. It, like, how are you gonna deny? That's my problem, and that's why I will continue to talk shit because you fucking lie. You lie. You told me you told me like you were living a completely other life. How many times did you get in the car? I don't fuck Dee Dee. I don't fuck Dee Dee. I didn't fuck Dee Dee. I didn't do this. I didn't do that. You lied to me do you not understand how that hurt me? You don't get it. You just don't care.
You go your live stream back 1 month, 2 months, 3 months.
I can't even stand them.
Your kiss my ass to be friends. So, in your head.
Yeah, before I seen those videos of you and Dee Dee actually admitting that you were together the whole time, and you were fucking having relations with Jennifer Corvina. You're fucking disgusting. You're messenger people. You're a whore. You're a man whore. You have no integrity.
Chantal, even before that point, you had all of the red flags in your face. In the early beginnings of seeing Nadar, he got exposed for being on single sites. You didn't care. You caught him talking to other women on his phone. You still didn't care. You were determined to hang on to him no matter what. You had all the red flags to walk away. You chose to stay there. So I'm sorry. I don't feel sorry for you. You've always known that he's not a monogamous person. You've always known that he doesn't love you. He's not a faithful, monogamous kind of guy. Everything that you put up with Nadar, you knew about and you chose to put up with then and now. So if somebody is fully aware of something and they choose to accept it and put up with it, how can anybody else feel sympathetic towards you? We can't, because you're making the choice to deal with things as they are.
That's why I love you, because you don't understand. You don't understand.
I go away to Windsor for 2 days to do things for my work, to pay our bills. And you bring Dee Dee over? No respectable man treats a woman that way, like they're shit. You made me feel this big when I was with you. Any man I talk to now makes me feel like a queen, and I cannot tell you how amazing that feels. And Dee Dee, you'll never know, so don't worry about it.
1 week.
1 week. You think people are gonna believe you, asshole? You cannot forget it. Yes, I
You know
can.
why? Because you know.
You know.
It's very hard to find somebody who can do what I do.
I'm trying hard to find somebody who can do what you can do.
Look at another couple.
Already done 30 times over.
I create.
your age and who you are.
All right, I will give you that. I liked fucking you. And that's not enough. Doesn't matter. The fact that I liked fucking you doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. Because guess why? You can think you're not the best one. I can tell you right now. I've had way better since you. And I've been treated better. I'm sorry, but the fucking shit that came along with your dick, including the STDs, is not worth it.
So why are you still focused on him then? Why not turn completely away? If you've got better, if you've experienced better, why not turn away from him? If you hate the man so much, why not turn away from him? Let his channel just die slowly out. Stop giving him attention. Unless you talking about other men and talking to other men is bullshit. And you and Dee Dee and Nat are all seeing each other behind the scenes, which I think you are. And you guys keep ping-ponging the drama back and forth to keep both your channels going.
Dee Dee, it's so nice to hear karma come out of your friggin' flat Lachine lips because she wanted me to take an Uber to come fuck her. She wanted me to take an, yeah, okay, I did. Yeah, okay, my mistake. Next, that was the past. I didn't tell you no. You know you told me tomorrow, the next day. And then I blocked you again and freaked out on you. And it didn't happen. Whatever. You're full of shit. You're full of shit.
You know what I'm not seeing in this reaction from Chantal? I'm not seeing any real rage. I'm not seeing any real anger. She's laughing, she's giggling. This person, Nadar El Shami, that she's claimed has DV'd and essayed her, lied to her, manipulated her, etc., etc. Where's the real rage? Someone that did all those horrible things to you, would anybody out there, would they be laughing and giggling? No.
I hate you.
It's my head. You're fucking stupid. When you lose your channel.
Okay, you say all I say is fuck, bitch, bitch. All you say is you're fucking stupid. That's all you freaking say all day long. All you say, coward with you. Thing to be really well done.
This somebody else told us. You know.
Sometimes watches their content. What the fuck would you do if two psychos that lied and abused you? This is the thing. This is why I'm saying fuck. I cannot keep doing this to myself. Like, it will not, it hinders my healing process. With men like this, you have to just, I knew me as my connection, okay? You have to like ghost them, but it is so fucking hard because yes, it's like all he wants to do is ruin me now. Because this is the next step of a narcissist when you try to get away from one.
But you're not getting away from him. You keep focusing on him. So how are you getting away? And if you're not getting away, how can there be any healing? How can you heal from something that you keep exposing yourself to it daily, talking about it, watching him? The healing can't possibly start until you get away and stay away, Chantal.
They try to ruin you. It's fucked up. So I'm just pointing out more of his shit.
Approved.
You do shit to me, Nader, and then I'm the bad person. I'm this, I'm that, blah, blah, blah.
That's Owen.
That's not a real man move.
Owen. One thing. Owen. Approved. Where you got this from?
What you should do, in my opinion, I don't know about Eileen, and I'm not saying, listen, I'm gonna say I don't know the personal life, but what I do see.
But what I do see, Dee Dee, you talk like your annoying Lachine sing-song fucking voice is enough to make somebody just want to poke something in their eardrums. Like oh fuck, you sound like my lunch lady when I was growing up. Librarian, I can't think of any other way to say it.
I don't have
She
personal
does
life.
not seem to have very many friends. So
No.
what you want to do? Hold on. You want to vent?
I don't seem to have many friends. I don't seem to have many friends. What kind of friend are you, Dee Dee? I'm pretty sure by now you've let Nader fuck your best friend. And you've outed her to her cheating, being a cheater on her husband. You really don't have many friends. You are a sad, lonely individual who is so desperate for any attention and affection that you will bring in this wonderful human being and let him leech off you forever. So again, I have no friends. Okay.
You really don't have any real life friends, Chantal. The people that are around you in your real life are there because they're financially dependent on you. Name one person that you hang out with that isn't connected to you through money, that you're not paying for them. Just name one person. I'll wait.
I have many, many friends.
Oh yeah, where are they? How come we never hear about them? You talk about everything else on your channel. You talk about STDs and gonorrhea and infections and all of these dates and what goes on. How come we don't hear about the real life friends and spending time with them and going out on lunch dates and whatnot? How come we don't hear about that? Because there aren't any. That's why.
She said on her life, right? You can say they're friends.
No, I can't. No.
No.
No. Yes, they are.
Or you want to go marry them. It's not your friend. If you live with your friend,
What's
they
not
want
gonna
you
do?
to stay, get it off.
Problem with my other relationships actually just Nadar. I'm not a coward like Nadar is.
Coward.
Called you a coward. You want to hit me?
Guys, come here, apologize to Didi. Apologize to Didi.
Apologize to Didi for what? Swooping in and taking away my fucking. Oh no, sorry. A real man? No. I'm not even gonna go there. Apologize for what? For inserting yourself and manipulating me. And
She was about to say, Didi swooping in and taking my man. That's what she was about to say. Didi swooping in and taking my man away from me. Y'all fighting over what? A crackhead who doesn't have a job, doesn't have money, doesn't have his own place. This is what you two morons are fighting over and have been fighting over for a year? But it's that ownership thing with Chantal. I paid for him, therefore I own him, therefore no other woman has the right to be near him. You gotta learn, Chantal, you can't own people.
and fucking being abusive for a year? Okay. Sick fuck. You're fucking almost 50. And you're grooming these younger women with this asshole on Messenger? Nice.
Excuse me. So she's almost 50, I'm 51. There you go, age shaming again. Nothing wrong with being older.
I know.
This.
You are not perfect.
Whatever happened for a reason? Yes, it did. To teach me a lesson on the value of myself. A lesson that you're never going to learn. So I actually really fucking feel bad for you about that. That's really sad. So,
Today, somebody was asking her, does your mother know about Nadar? She said, yes, then you mistake, one day you're gonna be crying, and here I am.
convince their victims that they're mentally unfit. Oh my, how many times have, oh my God. Twisting their sense of reality. Okay. That's obviously, I'm gonna feel a certain way finding out that you've been nothing but a piece of shit to me. What do you expect? That I'm gonna talk nice about you online?
Cheers!
Yeah, cheers. Cheers. Have some more shitty wine.
No, she wants me to say, we all say the truth, and she go talk about everything.
All right, guys, I like to keep my reacts to about an hour. There's still 2.5 hours to go from this, but it sounds like a lot of stuff we've already heard it. There's nothing earth-shattering here. So I'm going to cut it off here and see what else Chantal is up to, because she's on another live stream as we speak. So I hope you guys have enjoyed this react video. And I'd like to encourage everyone to go check out JUSTSAYIN's channel. Give her a sub, give her a like, leave a comment on this video. I will leave the link in the description. So thank you again, JUSTSAYIN, for archiving this. I'm trying to catch up with everything that happened yesterday. Thank you guys for watching, and please have a great day. Bye-bye.